Well, this is obviously not our first outing. We had our hands a little bit busy on the first outing, just staying safe and getting used to new gear and some new techniques that we didn't really have a hand free to film. But where did we go for our first backcountry outing?
Cypress Hollyburn.
Yeah, we skied up Hollyburn. So we checked the bulletin. The bulletin was low, right? Mm-hmm. I went up there a little bit beforehand, checked the stability. Stability was fine. I barely could get the snow to move. Weather looked good. Everything kind of jived. The slope was low. It's a route we've done. It's well known. There's lots of people around. Not too far in case we had problems and had to turn back. How'd you find it? Just in general. Fun day?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So right out of the gate, how did you feel?
I felt a little nervous.
Yeah, of course. And what did I say?
Stop being a baby.
I did not say that.
Yeah, you did.
I think what I said was that a little bit of nervous is good. Now, why is a little bit of nervous good?
So you're not like crazy.
Well, so you're not crazy and reckless, yes.
And that there's a little bit of risk to it.
Yeah, you recognize that there's a little bit of risk, and this is time to be switched on and focused and bring your A game. If you weren't nervous, it would mean you didn't recognize that there was a little bit of risk to what we were doing, and you probably weren't high enough on the stimulus performance curve to be prepared. So a little nervous is okay. We ran into some interesting weather, hey? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So a little bit of interesting weather. We thought it was just going to be high overcast, but we got snowed on, some fog. Any big challenges? What were the biggest challenges for you? What was the hardest part of it?
Skinning.
Just getting used to skinning?
Yeah.
Okay, so we had some homemade touring adapters. Those presented a bit of challenge because they were a little sloppier than I thought. Rowan was high off the skis. There was a little bit of play, which made skinning a bit of a challenge. Mm-hmm. It's okay. Anything else?
No, not really.
No, otherwise it was pretty good. And we found the route okay. Did we decide to turn back? How did we know when to turn around?
Well, we didn't turn around.
We turned around a hair early. We didn't quite summit. But that's because the visibility was dropping. The route all the way down looked good. Rowan was tired. Yeah, there was no reason to keep plowing on just to gain another couple of 100 meters of elevation. So that part was fine. We skied down to the bottom. So one important thing that we always do, and any backcountry skier should, is a bit of a post-adventure debrief. That's how you learn from any mistakes, or you make sure you don't do things again, because it's easy to jump in the car, totally forget, and repeat the same mistakes 2 weeks later. So what did we say? What things were challenging, or what would we change?
We would change the way to get out.
Right. The ski out, we landed in a big flat spot that was
Cross country.
Yeah, too prolonged to just skate and push, but not quite steep enough that we thought about putting on skins, and it just ended up into an energy draining drudgery. So we'll probably avoid skiing down that way next time. Mm-hmm. Anything else? I think everything else was okay. Yeah, everything worked. We knew we had to either modify or change Rowan's touring adapters, but other than that, I think it was all good. We dug a pit at the top. How did that turn out?
It was good.
Yeah,
it
was.
To take like 60 taps to get it off.
Yeah, in the compression test, 30 taps didn't even get it to shear. So we were pretty comfortable with the stability. Everything else jived, and I think we had a pretty fun trip. Rowan was pretty cracked at the end. Dad was a little bit cracked at the end. But the fact that he was keen to come out and do more spoke volumes. So managed it safely. We brought enough food. We managed navigation, even in the kind of dodgy weather and dodgy visibility. Turned around when we felt it was appropriate. Had a fun day in spite of a couple of tiring spots. And we're ready to do it again next time.
Bye.